Guys, as you come in, please sit with your teams, okay? As you come in, please sit with your teams. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, you all. All right, good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to the 2024 Middle School Athletic Awards Ceremony. This afternoon, you will hear from some amazing people about your fellow student athletes and the great fall season that we had at our school. I will not take any of the thunder away from our coaches, but would ask you all to give a round of applause to all of our coaches, faculty and staff, student athletes, and athletic staff that have put forth a lot of effort, hard work, and a lot of hours to their programs. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome our head middle school volleyball coach, Kendra Wirt, to the podium.
All right, y'all know how much I love talking, so we'll keep this good. First off, thank you guys. This has been my third year coaching the middle school volleyball team, and I can honestly say this has been one of the top years so far. I want to start by saying thank you to the parents for organizing all of our food and drink before games, flexibility with schedule, and supporting our students as we go through this new sport. Thank you as well to Jeremy, Chris, Tracy, and the rest of the CAC staff for scheduling, constant communication, and help throughout the season. Thank you, players, for making this really fun. This year, the middle school volleyball team accomplished a lot. With the youngest team we've had since I started coaching, we had a lot of basics and fundamentals to try to learn. These girls rose to every occasion. With a small but mighty team of 10 players, 5 6th grade and 5 7th grade girls, we kept a very competitive season all the way through. Many matches against the 7th and 8th grade teams were within points of telling who would win, as well as going to extra points each game. From our first victory on the first day of school, to ending the season beating Roanoke Catholic again here at our home turf, these girls really put a lot into this game. I'm incredibly proud of all you've accomplished, and I look forward to seeing you grow more next season. Thank you.
All right, so volleyball, I would like for y'all to rise and walk towards the left. So every team is going to enter the stage from the left. We always present you from the youngest to the oldest, alphabetical order. Okay, and you're not going to stay on stage. You're just going to accept your award and then circle back. All right, 6th grade, Charlotte Coobs. Yeah, and hold the applause, please. Hold it. All right, Madeline Grigas. Yep, come on up. Kara Malott. Layla Parker. Stella Phelan. Sophie Baker, captain. Neela Brown. Sarah Klein, captain. Saba Powell. Aubrey Smith, captain. Now y'all can clap. Congratulations on a great season. All right, next up will be Coach Cook to talk about the middle school boys soccer team.
Good afternoon and welcome. First, I'd like to congratulate all our scholar athletes in the middle school on their outstanding seasons. I always enjoy the opportunity to come together and celebrate our challenges and our successes. I would like to thank all that made our boys middle school soccer season so rewarding. First, to the administration, teachers, and staff, thank you for making the season possible with your flexibility and teamwork. To our hardworking athletic department, I would like to extend my appreciation. To Coach Brown and Coach Ezra, thank you for your dedication to the program. And to Coach Phelan, thank you for your commitment to the team, your positive attitude, and all the words of wisdom you provided this season. Finally, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to our parents for their support in making this season a great opportunity to learn and grow as a connected group. Harry Truman, the 33rd U.S. President, once said, "It's amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit." The 2024 boys middle school soccer team lived by these words. All team members were willing to do whatever was necessary to bring the team joy and success. Our team captain and our goalie exemplified this for us, setting a standard early in the preseason by placing personal goals aside for the betterment of the team. As a coach, one of the most important things that we ask our teams is to compete to the best of their abilities. This group did so and was a joy to coach because of the pride and effort they played with throughout the season. The boys completed a very competitive season with a record of 3-3-3. On the season, we had a positive goal differential of 20 goals scored versus 14 goals given up, showing just how tight and competitive our games were. Memorable moments from the season included a 3-3 tie against Christian Heritage after being down 3-0 at halftime, a decisive and hard-fought victory over our old rivals, Carlisle, and closing out our season with a resounding 5-0 victory over our most competitive rival, James River Day School, showing the growth and development that we had been working towards all season. Many memories were made and much fun was had this season, and for that, we are grateful. I truly did not want the season to end because we were having so much fun and improving so rapidly. So thank you to the 2024 boys middle school soccer team, and I look forward to watching all the amazing things you accomplish as you move forward on and off the field. Go Raiders.
All right, gentlemen, rise. Here we go. All right, we'll start with the sixth graders. William Finney. Zachary Kephart. Aryan Patel. George Phillips. Hans Wendt. Bentley DeMoss. Anderson Glickfield. Dalen Richards. JT Chopsky. John Finney. Higgins Harlow. Griffin Hendrickson. Caleb House. Connor Phelan, captain. And Reed Thomas. A big round of applause. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. And 8th grade boys, those were also your JV certificates for helping out the JV team too. Okay. So here we go. Next up is going to be Coach Brown to talk about middle school field hockey.
Good afternoon. I want to take a moment to talk about our amazing middle school field hockey team, our small but mighty six. We may not have had the biggest team, but what we lacked in numbers we made up for in heart and determination. A lot of the time we practiced with the varsity team so we could do more drills and improve with more players. Let me tell you, these six did not back down. They stepped up every time. They've improved so much this season. I couldn't be prouder of each and every one of them. We only had one game this season, but they played their hearts out, and they did a fantastic job. It was a thrill to see them in action putting all their hard work to the test. I'm really proud of how far they've come, and I'm excited to see what they'll do in the future. Keep up the great work. After all the hard work, it was so much fun to go to Sheets and celebrate everything we've accomplished as a team. I also want to take a moment and thank the athletic department, Coach Carter, our teachers, and our parents for all their help and support this season. Thank you for everyone who made this, or who helped make this season so memorable.
That was great. Okay, middle school field hockey. Y'all can stand up. Okay, let's start with Willow Brooks. Caroline Ferguson. Rowan Kemper, captain. Mila Shepard. Corinne Swords, captain. And Catherine Ellett. All right. All right, here comes my moment. Hello, everyone. My name is Tracy Schaefer, and I was the head coach. Oh, yeah, I need my assistant. Come on up. I was the coach for this year's 2024 North Cross Middle School JV tennis team. It was an incredible season. I think everyone felt like they successfully survived the insane roster of 32 players, and we no doubt had tons of fun both on and off the courts together all season long. Once again, we had a total of 10 matches this season, and once again, we went undefeated, a perfect 10-0. Our schedule consisted of playing against 5 different schools, home and away. Our co-ed teams defeated Dunbar Middle School and Linkhorn Middle School. They are both out of Lynchburg, and we also defeated Ben Franklin from Franklin County. We also had 4 girls-only JV matches against 2 girls-only JV high school teams, and they were from Chatham Hall and Virginia Episcopal. We had an insanely talented group of players this year, with the only challenge being we needed more courts and more matches, probably, to keep everyone moving and playing as much as they wanted. With this particular group of players, and for the first time ever, I was able to play 12 different players in almost every single match. We still always came out heavily on top. When you see, the norm in tennis is usually just to play your top 6 in singles, and then you turn around and probably play the same 6 in doubles. So at the end of the season, I'm happy to report that all 32 players played in at least 2 meaningful matches, which means their match actually counted towards our team's total. And even better, everyone also got to travel to at least 1 away match, which is a big deal for middle school athletes. Gotta get on the road, get on the bus. Our team featured 14 highly energized new 6th graders, 11 amazingly solid 7th graders, and 6 hardworking 8th graders. We were also nearly an equal balance of 15 girls and 17 boys. We had a mixture of tournament players, returning players, and once again, just simply good athletes. So on paper, we had 32 players, but technically, I really only had 30 players at practice most days, as I lost one amazing 8th grade girl to her soccer training and playing exclusively with the girls' varsity tennis team. But I was so excited to finally get Sophie Dalton involved in a girls' JV match so that she could play one more time with her fellow 8th grade friends. I had another impressive 8th grade girl, Nikita Sherigar, who still practiced with us daily, but who also stayed on to practice with the girls' varsity team, ultimately making top 6 in their lineup. And y'all, she earned honorable mention all-conference honors as well. And lastly, I shared one 8th grade boy, Higgins Harlow, with the boys' middle school soccer team, for he was a vital member to their team's success, but yet is an incredible tennis player as well. And so we welcomed him to join us any chance we could get him on the practice courts or involved in a tennis match for sure. This entire team will no doubt go down in my memory bank as a truly unforgettable team. This was my 10th season coaching. This was my largest team ever. And after a few seasons of kind of tinkering with the middle school tennis eligibility, I was able to have my 8th graders, whom I will miss dearly. I had them for all 3 years. And this team was so high energy that coming to practice each day required special preparation for such an extra large group of fun kids. They were the most enthusiastic team I've ever had about getting better. And while many already possess a lot of tennis talent, I'm very excited to see what type of varsity players these middle school players will become. And actually, some will have opportunities to play on our varsity teams sooner rather than later. I will never forget our fun bus trips with stops at literally every Sheetz within an 80-mile radius of Roanoke. And of course, I'll never, ever forget listening to all the sing-alongs that our girls-only trips provided. At times, I compared our season to being on a roller coaster with highs and lows and twists and turns. And then once it all came to an end, that very last day felt like I had just been on the most exciting and thrilling ride of my life. And like I said earlier, I think we were all just very happy to have just survived. I'd like to thank my assistant coach, Jim Schaefer, for keeping everyone in check, always, and running very productive practices, especially for those that stayed behind when I was away with the other half of the team for a match or when I was traveling with the girls' varsity tennis team. I'd like to thank Ms. Sarah Boxley-Beck for coordinating the generous snack and drink donations from our wonderful parents, and I want to extend an extra thanks to all those parents that came to support us during our matches, both at home and especially on the road. In closing, I want to thank our wonderful North Cross community, including Ms. Lemon, Athletic Director Jeremy Eubank, Assistant AD Chris Pollock, Athletic Trainer Holly, gosh, we love Holly, Ms. Kyer, and Ms. Horner for all their help and support. We've had some truly great middle school tennis teams in the past, but once again, this team will never be forgotten. I enjoyed each and every one of you and what you brought to the program, and I thank you for a phenomenal season. I wish you the best with the rest of your year, and yes, go Raiders.
All right, stand up. We're going to be here a while. Sixth graders first. Sixth graders. Are we ready? Here we go. Safwan Ahmad. Caleb Alamu. Jordan Bean Sandridge. Brecken Conley. Liam Gibbs. Miles Godsey. Madeline Hoganson. Leighton Mahak. Julia Montague. Haley Morales. Grant Pickerel. Link Ramey. Turner Ratliff. Bruce Rosen. Alvita Chen. Briggs Ferguson. Alina John. Milo Joy. Ava Curry. Retzler Mangus. Bell McManaman. Mason Merricks. Ashna Patel. L'Oreal Schaub. Maddie Terry. William Beck. Cam Coleman. Higgins Harlow. Nikita Sharagar. Maria Sommerfeld. And Colin Taylor. Congratulations.
Thought that was like the whole middle school. We do have one more amazing team. Let's go with middle school cross country and Coach Ed Dickinson.
Thank you. I'm delighted to speak about this year's middle school cross country team during a season where we shared so many proud and fun moments. I would like to thank my assistant coaches, Lauren Horner and Jeff Britton, for putting in so much time and enthusiasm helping this team to discover their potential and supporting them every step of the way from June through November. Thanks to everyone in the CAC, Mrs. Williams, Tracy Schaefer, Coach Pollock, Jeremy Eubank, for helping us with all of the daily tasks that needed to be done and helping us stay organized. Thanks to all of the wonderful parents and my wife who helped during the season. And a big thanks to the Eden Hall faculty for all of your warm support of the team this fall. This fall, we certainly wanted to build on the success that we found during last year's 2023 campaign. And from day one, we harbored great hopes for the final races of the season. Our middle school girls team began the season with a fine win at the Bingle Clash at the River Invitational, with our boys showing good fitness to take 6th place overall, and that race set the tone for the rest of the season. The next week, our girls finished 2nd at the Knights Crossing Invitational, only finishing in 2nd place to the powerhouse Hanover team out of Richmond, and that was a field of 29 teams, hundreds of racers. After that, they swept every race for the rest of the season. And this included, as you look across the table here, the clash with the Titans, the Allegheny Invitational, the Blue Ridge Invitational, the Southwest Regional Championship, and the Vikings Invitational. most of those wins coming against much larger public schools. Our boys team also had some excellent results, taking first at the Vikings Invitational and a very close third place at the competitive Blue Ridge Invitational. But aside from all of these accolades and trophies, which are of course wonderful, this middle school team was truly a special group of young people. They came to every practice and every race with energy, smiles, and huge motivation. When we were missing an individual or individuals at any race, we would circle as a team and say someone has to step up today to fill that place on the team. And every single time, that's exactly what happened. They were willing to turn themselves inside out, not to let their teammates down. And I never knew who would do it. Maybe it would be Sydney or Finley or Catherine or Madison or Olivia or Lizzie. The list goes on and on. But somebody found the legs and the heart to step up when somebody was missing. From June to November, the team showed so much improvement in their fitness, but also in their racing savvy and their determination to show their best at every race. As a group, they were fun, sometimes quirky in the best of ways, as many distance runners tend to be. But when the time came, they were ready to get to work. And I looked forward to every practice and every race as their coach. One of the big tests came when we moved our 8th grade runners up to varsity for the conference championship and the Vista State Championship. We knew our 8th graders could compete against the best runners in the state, but it's a big step up from running middle school races, which are 4K, and then going up against the best varsity runners from schools like Trinity Christian, Covenant, and Cape Henry Collegiate on 5K courses. But on the girls' team, we knew if our 8th grade girls could race the way they had all season and bring that fire, that along with Kerrigan, Caitlin, and Ainsley, our varsity runners, we could do something truly special. We had seen at every competition that somebody from our middle school team would always step up when we needed them. At the conference developmental race, our 6th and 7th grade runners did amazingly well. Kyle Burchero, Ethan Twardy, and Gabe Dickinson finished 1st, 4th, and 5th in the boys' race, and Sydney Yardley, Catherine Klein, and Finley Patterson finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the girls' race, with Maddie Camp and Millie Kyer just behind in 5th and 6th. It was an impressive show of fitness for our younger runners. In the varsity race, our 8th grade girls put on a show, with Lillian finishing in 5th, Olivia Ball finishing in 6th, Lizzie Carter finishing in 7th, and Madison Ball in 8th, to beat 2nd place Covenant School and the rest of the Blue Ridge Conference competition by a significant margin and take home the conference championship. At the Vista State Championship meet, where we had 4 8th graders and 3 varsity runners, Kerrigan Cheney took the win, followed closely by Caitlin Perkins in 7th place, and then came our middle school runners. We had a trio of middle school girls, Lillian Phillips, Olivia Ball, and Lizzie Carter, who pulled us in front of Trinity Christian in the last mile of the race to help us take a brilliant state championship win. They were simply the backbone of our team that day. We were the youngest team on the line and the least experienced at the state level, but these girls reached down when it mattered most to pull our team ahead in the final minutes of the race. Although I'm excited to see our 8th grade runners move up to the upper school next year, I will admit quite a lot of regret, because this year's middle school team was just the best I've ever coached at every level. Talent, dedication, heart, and work ethic. Team, you have accomplished so much this year, and please know how proud I am of each of you. And I can't wait to see what you can achieve as we move into the future. Thank you so much.
Okay, cross country, your turn. Y'all can just kind of hang out in the aisle there. All right, we're going to start with the boys in the 6th grade. All right, Gavin Ball. Charlie Slaughter. Kyle Brachero, Gabe Dickinson, Ethan Twardy, Gray Cullen, Evan Duncan, Mary Huff McGibbon, Maddie Camp, Catherine Klein, Millie Kyer, Finley Patterson, Sydney Yardley, Madison Ball, Olivia Ball, Lizzie Carter, and Lillian Phillips. Well done, cross country.
As you can see, we had an amazing fall season for our middle school athletic programs. We're really excited and proud for what the future holds for our programs, and we look forward for the winter season. And this concludes our